Today's notes from the road. I'm not sure I have any notes. It's when I look back over the past week, 6 or 7 days, and see if there's anything that I can observe or anything that I can learn from the previous week. You would think there's always lessons to be learned. There's growth to be seen. I mean, we never stay the same, right? I mean, we change from day to day, much less each week. Something happens to us to move us on down the road. So let me think back over this past week and see what I've done. See if I can think of anything I've learned. I've continued to make my daily updates, so that's good. I've not missed a day. Today will be what is today anyway? 207, 208th day? 207 maybe. Daily updates. You know, I committed back on January the 1st to do 500 daily updates. No matter what I was doing, no matter where I was or what was happening to me, I was going to do a daily update and just sort of track my life for 500 days and see where I end up at the end of the 500-day period. So I guess today is daily upload 207? Somewhere around there. What is today? Let's see. You know, I don't know. It doesn't matter. 206, 207, something like that. I guess my next big milestone will be day 250, which will come sometime, I guess, in early September. There's 30 days in August. Or the 31 days in August. Toward the end of August, first week of September, I'll be looking at my 250th daily update. That'll be my halfway point. So I guess what I'm saying is, one thing I've learned maybe is consistency. I keep disciplined enough to do my daily updates, so I guess that's a good thing. But since I'm not traveling right now, since I'm stationary, I really don't have much to share in terms of travel or van life. I can't show you any scenery, really. I'm not traveling anywhere, doing anything other than trying to build up my reserves and save some money and get some repairs done on my vehicle and try to get ready to get back on the road. So I'm sort of in this state of limbo when it comes to van life. It's sort of odd that I've got a channel devoted to van life, and I don't have a van. And I've got a car, and I'm trying to transition into a van, which isn't easy. It's not easy when you're retired and your income is limited and you're looking for remote work, really looking for any kind of work that will help bring in some additional funds. So I guess what else have I learned this last week? What else have I learned over the past 7 days? That time moves on regardless of what we do. Days come and go. The calendar continues to tick off. And it's hard to believe that we're at the end of July already. We're going to be here in the month of August pretty darn quick. So I guess by this time next weekend, we'll be in August. And before you know it, September will roll around and we'll be into the fall. And we will have survived another summer. So, you know, time moves on. Regardless of what we're doing, It's like time and the calendar really don't give a shit. They don't care about us. It continues to roll on. And we have to just sort of get on board and go for the ride. I know I'm rambling. This is Rambling Saturday. Rambling news from the road. What else do I have to share? Anything else that I've learned? I've learned that the sun's coming up and it's casting a weird looking shadow on my face. It's kind of cloudy this morning, and the sun will come up, though it'll be another hot day, I'm sure. What else have I learned? Let me think. Over the last 7 days, over the last week, I continue to bring my drawing and artwork back into my daily routine. I had neglected that for a while. There for a long time, I was drawing or painting every day. And then once I left California and came back here to Texas, I set that aside. But I'm starting to get back into my daily drawings, and what I'm working on are caricatures. I'm trying to draw people and exaggerate their features. You want to keep a likeness, but at the same time, you want to exaggerate some of their features, what makes them unique, and make it amusing. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Make fun of anything. If they got a big crooked nose, you don't want to make fun of them, but it is a part of who they are. Some people will accept it and laugh and look at their caricature drawing and be quite pleased with it, and then others will look at it and get their feelings hurt. So you're walking this fine line, I'm learning, in caricature drawing to realize that you could get either reaction. You draw somebody's caricature drawing of their face and their features, and you have to be prepared for the fact that they may be a little bit embarrassed or have their feelings hurt or even get angry, get mad. So I'm starting to bring that back into my daily routine, and it's a part of who I am. My creative life, my art life is a part of me, so I can't really separate that part from who I am. So I'm a nomad. I'm a full-time traveler on the road, and I'm an artist. That's the bottom line. So I've learned this last week that I need to maintain my creative side and not neglect it. Need to keep going. And I also honestly think this past week there have been times when I've just wanted to quit. These daily updates can be difficult on some days. And you think, I'm spending a lot of time and effort on these things. It's 2 or 3 hours a day out of my life that I'm using to post these daily updates. You multiply that out over the 7 days of a week. That's 25 hours a week I'm spending just doing these daily updates. And I'm thinking, what's the point? Especially since I'm not traveling right now. Why bother? And I think I'm thinking about just hanging it up, just quitting. But I always like to finish what I start. And I committed myself to 500 daily updates on this channel, and so I'm going to do my best to keep it going. I don't want to give up just because of my circumstance, just because of my current situation. I mean, it's a part of my life. I was going to track my life for 500 days. And so this is part of that journey. I can't just stop tracking my life because there are things going on in it that I don't like or that are uncomfortable. You have to just keep going. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson of all. If you're going to be a YouTuber, if you're going to create content, if you're going to commit yourself to being a content creator on social media, you have to commit yourself to it and not give up. Finish what you start, I guess, is what I'm saying. I've got another channel that I'm working on also that's dedicated to social media. I've had that channel for 2 or 3 years, and I neglected it for a while, but I've gone back to it as well, and I've started posting videos to that channel. And the link to it is right here. It's gone through a number of different variations. It's a channel that's dedicated to social media and content creation, but I've had a hard time trying to figure out the name and the handle, and it's gone through a number of different variations. And right now I've got it titled Mitch and His Interest Media, because we're no longer in social media. We're in interest media. The way the algorithm is working these days, it's about pushing your videos toward people who have interest in the video content and not necessarily in you as a subscriber. So it's no longer about you and your followers and your subscribers. Now it's all about one particular video getting views. So it's a different slant. The algorithm has changed. And so Gary Vaynerchuk would say we're in interest media, and I agree with him, because the algorithm is all geared toward your interest. If you've made it through the video this far, then you've done it because you're interested in some way in what I'm saying. You're not interested in me. You don't know me unless you've been following me for quite a while. You don't know that much about me, but there's something about what I'm saying that is of interest, and that's why we say we're in interest media. Well, this other channel I've been also posting videos to that channel, and that's taken some work, but it's fairly easy to create content for that channel because all I do is talk about social media and talk about creating content. And I've been doing it for so many years that a lot of the information and a lot of the learning has already taken place. So in some ways I know what I'm talking about, but then in other ways I'm just a beginner. I really don't have a clue. And that may be the biggest lesson of all for anybody who's on YouTube, is that once you think you've got things figured out, then it comes to dawn on you that you really don't have a clue. You really don't know what you're doing. And we're all just sort of feed for the fodder. This algorithm is like a big monster with its teeth and its mouth clawing at us, and we're just there getting eaten up, getting chewed up and spit out. Well, I guess that's all I'm going to share with you today. Notes from the road. It's been sort of a rambling, scrambling video. I apologize for that, but you know, it's life. It's the way it goes. I'm talking to you just as if you were sitting here and we were having a cup of coffee. You know, you sit down with me and have a cup of coffee and we have a conversation. I'm not going to come up with 3 points in a poem. I'm not going to have some sort of major theme to wrap my head around. We're going to sit here and talk, and that's what I'm doing today. That's why it's coming across kind of rambling, and I apologize for that. Welcome to my world.